Hello and welcome, folks. Match number 3 of this 75th edition of the South Zone Qualifiers Group A. Andhra Pradesh against Karnataka, live from the Bangalore Football Stadium, live here at Sportscast India, of course, the home of the Santosh Trophy. Guys, my name is Joel Williams, and I'm going to be your host for today's game. What promises to be a crackerjacker of a game between Karnataka and Andhra Pradesh. Of course, Karnataka, the heavy favourites coming into this match. They beat Tamil Nadu by 4-0 in the previous game. Meanwhile, so guys, it's a pleasure being here now that we've seen that short clip. Fantastically made, to be completely honest with you guys. And well, here we are for the third game of this South Zone Group A in the Santosh Trophy, the 75th edition of the Santosh Trophy. Of course, we are here for this match between Andhra Pradesh and Karnataka. Andhra Pradesh will be playing today in sky blue. Karnataka will be playing in maroon and yellow. Team lineups will be following up shortly here. We're here in this fantastic venue, the Bangalore Stadium, for match number 3 between Andhra Pradesh and Karnataka. And as always, guys, it's a pleasure being here with you folks live on Sportscast India. Like I said, the home of so much football late match. It's not going to be easy for the men in sky blue today, Andhra Pradesh. But here we are. I told you guys before, it's an absolute pleasure being here with you folks, bringing you the best of the Santosh Trophy South Zone Group A, live from the Bangalore Stadium, this fantastic venue, the AstroTurf pitch that has been FIFA approved for the next 3 or 4 years. So there's no questions that this ground is more than capable of hosting big tournaments such as this one. They already played the I-League qualifiers and they're playing the Bangalore Super Division in the same ground, same pitch, same stadium. So it's been used quite a lot recently. Nevertheless, the ground seems as smooth as silk. Lineups will be coming up shortly now. Hopefully we can get the graphics on the screen for you folks to see, so we can discuss the two teams that are going to be competing out here today. Well, for Andhra Pradesh, Vishnu Prasad in goal. We have Ranat, Gosula, Tarun Kumar, Manikanta, Pavan Kumar, Krishna, Kanakaraju, Sohan, Teja, and Deepak. And you can see the substitutes there. Coach Govardhan Srinivas putting up a very strong squad there. Vishnu Prasad had a very good game last match against Telangana, although he conceded 4. He could have easily conceded more than that, but he was making some very decent saves. And, well, Karnataka Krishnamurthy, Harpreet Singh, Robin Yadav, Sunil Kumar, Malay, Kotikela, Ankit, Vignesh, John Peter, Babu Nishad, and Kamalesh. So, interesting lineup there for Karnataka. Thomas Mutat, B. Thomas Mutat, the head coach for the state of Karnataka. So, folks, predictions, please do remember to put your predictions in the chat box at the bottom, please. Always keep in mind that if you have any, I'll be more than happy to take your queries, take your questions, to talk to you folks about the game, to talk to you folks about both of these teams, about the Santosh Trophy, about football in India in general. Do remember, guys, keep it as kosher as possible. And, 24 degrees, nice pleasant day, 15-kilometer wind, 69% humidity. And Karnataka will be kicking us off in match number 3 here between Andhra Pradesh and Karnataka. We're off, guys. Like I said, Andhra Pradesh in sky blue, Karnataka in yellow and maroon. So, folks, my name is Joel Williams. Probably heard about that, probably know about that already also by now. In charge of entertaining you folks as much as possible, entertaining you boys and girls during this South Zone Group A clash between Andhra Pradesh and Karnataka. Karnataka on the front foot early on. Good clearing header there. And free kick for Andhra Pradesh. Andhra Pradesh, of course, in light blue, sky blue, and Karnataka in maroon and yellow. So, guys, we are live for this game, and we're live also on our YouTube chat. Al-Zahal Biju's asking, does anyone know when is Kerala's match? Well, Group B of the South Zone will be taking part next week. So we will be keeping you posted for that also. Karnataka are in possession. Monsoon Gum is saying, hi, Mr. Williams. Well, hi to you too, Monsoon Gum. Like I said, I hope you enjoy the football that we have on offer for you folks here today in this match between Andhra Pradesh and Karnataka. Ball is with Karnataka here once again. Looking for a cross to come in. Cuts back inside, uses his weaker foot. Puts the ball into the front post. Keeper drops it. And Vishnu Prasad, lucky that there was no Karnataka player just around there, because that would have been a bit of a problem for Andhra Pradesh. And the perfect start for Karnataka had they got that in. Well, it looks like referee is calling for the physio early on in this game. Some sort of injury for number 3, Gosula, one of the main players for Andhra Pradesh. Looks like he has some sort of niggle, perhaps in the abdomen. He's moving his upper torso a little bit there, his hands. Maybe some sort of injury there. Let's see what happens. Hope he makes a recovery. Ball is with Vishnu Prasad for Andhra Pradesh. And Kosula is running back again, so he should be fine to come on, and he does come on instead, as Vishnu Prasad launches the ball forward into the Bangalore skyline. Intercepted there by Andhra Pradesh, who, to be fair, had a decent game against Telangana until the last 15-20 minutes when they just crumbled like a pack of cards. So, if they manage to keep it tight at the back, that's Deja number 23, who was a substitute in the last game. If they manage to keep it tight at the back, Andhra Pradesh, and try and hit Karnataka on the break and keep the scoreline, like this until the halftime break, or even better for them, Well, it would be a fantastic feat so far if they manage to do that, because Karnataka, as we saw, they're rampaging forward against Tamil Nadu. Although they did leave some spaces at the back for Tamil Nadu to expose, especially Abi and Vijay and Ruban, but they were not accurate enough last time. So that long throw comes in by Gosula, cleared away by Karnataka. And the ball is with number 15, Kanakaraju, although it is going to be a throw-in for Andhra Pradesh, I believe. So, guys, if you have any questions, if you have any queries, if you want to establish a conversation with myself, the commentator Joel Williams, hashtag Ask the Commentator on our YouTube chat. And like I said, more than happy to entertain you guys, to talk to you folks about the game, to discuss tactics, discuss players, discuss Indian football in general, which is a very interesting discussion to be had, to be honest. That's a long throw there by Kanikaraju. Ball goes out of play for another throw-in, this time for Karnataka. Monsoon Gum is from Telangana. He doesn't know who to support. Well, go with the underdog, man. Go with the underdog always. When I don't know who to support, always go for the underdog. It makes for a riveting story at the end, doesn't it? Ball is with Karnataka in the middle of the field. Turns inside. Clipped ball forward. Cleared away by the defense. Andhra Pradesh looking solid inside the first 5 minutes. Karnataka trying to break them down. Of course, the pattern of the game is going to be very, very similar to that Tamil Nadu against Karnataka game, where Tamil Nadu defended deep. This time, Andhra Pradesh look like they're going to defend deep. You can see there's no pressure coming into the first line of defenders by the strikers by Andhra Pradesh. So they are going to defend deep, try and pressurize the center midfielders. And, well, pretty similar pattern to what Tamil Nadu were doing in the first game against Karnataka. But Tamil Nadu's defense, like I said, folded like a pack of 10 cards there. So against Karnataka. So maybe Andhra Pradesh can hold them up a little bit more, can cause a little bit more problems going forward on the counter attack. That's number 4 there, Robin Yadav, with a nice switch to the opposite flank. Just remember Karnataka in yellow and maroon, and Andhra Pradesh in light blue and white. The next match is Telangana against Tamil Nadu, and that will be at 3:30 live here again on Sportscast India. That's a nice ball there for Karnataka. Cross coming in, intercepted there by Andhra Pradesh. It's going to be a throw-in or corner kick. Not 100% sure. Atishu A7 is asking if Sportscast India is going to telecast matches of other zones. Well, Delhi is definitely on, and we have a little bit of a surprise for you guys for next week, maybe. Let's see what happens there. As a throw-in coming in by Karnataka, cleared away by Andhra Pradesh. Hoiked clear, but not far away though. Danger is still imminent. Ball is in the edge of the D, and Andhra Pradesh take the ball out. This time really well. That was Pavan Kumar, the captain. And now chance to break for the men in sky blue. Intercepted by Karnataka. Ball is back again with the men in maroon and yellow. Long ball forward looking for number 9 there. Nice ball into the box. That was Kotikela with the ball and hold up play. Dawn Baiju is asking when is Kerala's group happening. It's happening next week. So we finish from Bangalore here. And well, I'm not going to tell you guys what we're going to do next, but you can get the gist of it. This is South Zone Group A match number 3 between Andhra Pradesh and Karnataka. Abi QDRI is asking whether we're going to be streaming the Women's National Football Championship as well. Well, I'm not 100% sure about that. You will have to, you will have to like, subscribe, and of course, click that bell button on our channel here at Sportscast India because, well, you never know what games are coming every week here. All I know for certain is that we have two games today. This one between Andhra Pradesh and Karnataka, and the 3:30 game between Telangana and Tamil Nadu. And then on Saturday we have the big one between Telangana and Karnataka, and also Andhra Pradesh against Tamil Nadu. Whatever happens after that, God only knows. Throw in for Karnataka. Taken quickly. Nice ball control there. That's number 14, Vignesh. Plays the ball back to the defense. Recycling possession here, Karnataka dominating the ball. Lions' share of the ball here. That's number 4, Robin Yadav, with another long diagonal ball. You know who does that a lot, don't you? Virgil van Dijk. When he wants to play the ball to Salah or to Mane, he uses that long diagonal ball quite a lot, and Robin Yadav is using that really well today. Chance for Karnataka in the box. Shot comes in, but a good save there for Vishnu Prasad. The ball was straight at him, and he was positioned in the correct area at the front post. Of course, as the goalkeeper, let's talk about goalkeepers. As a goalkeeper, now that the injury is there for Vishnu Prasad, as a goalkeeper, you want to be positioned and stationed in the correct positioning. Positioning is very important for a goalkeeper. You might not be the most agile, you might not be the tallest goalkeeper, but if you position yourself accordingly, then you have 80% of the job done. I remember this goalkeeper Campos, Jorge Campos from Mexico. He was 1 meter 70, I believe. He had a very good leap on him, but still, he was 1 meter 70, so he was not the tallest. But his positioning was perfect. And now in modern day football, you have goalkeepers like Guillermo Ochoa. Again, another Mexican goalkeeper. I don't know what it is with Mexico and short goalkeepers, but they do excel because of their positioning sense. So positioning for a goalkeeper is very important. Doesn't matter your height. If you position yourself accordingly, then you're going to be in the thick of things more often than not, and you're going to be making saves more often than not. I've seen goalkeepers that are 2 meters, 2 meters 5 centimeters, and they don't position themselves properly, and it's very difficult for them, despite their height. So it's all about positioning for a goalkeeper. And Vishnu Prasad, in that shot by Kotikela, was positioned in the right area at the front post. There's nothing more horrible for a goalkeeper, nothing more distasteful for a goalkeeper than to be beaten at the front post. In that sense, Vishnu Prasad, well done for the good positioning um, in that passage of play. Throw in for Karnataka. Guys, do remember, if you have any questions, anything you want to discuss about this particular match, about the tactics, about the players, about the games, anything, hashtag ask the commentator on our Sportscast YouTube channel. I do stress to everyone, keep the conversation flowing, but keep it as kosher and as nice and as tidy and as neat as possible. No trolling, guys. We really don't want to be muting the conversation there. As a foul by Bhavan Kumar there for Andhra Pradesh. Interesting matchup here between both of these sides. So far, Karnataka obviously playing better, but Tamil Nadu are holding their own here. Sorry, Andhra Pradesh are holding their own here. Well, that's going to be Vishnu Prasad with the goal kick. Interesting question by Vinod Isaac. What's your advice to anyone who wants to become a commentator? Where can one start? Well, I've never been asked this live on air. I can answer it for you perfectly fine. My advice, obviously, look, As a commentator, it's going to be a free kick though for Karnataka. As a commentator, you need to have a good voice, a good pronunciation. You have to have a good voice, good modulation when you're talking. So it's not all monotonous. It has to go up and down, up and down. You have to modulate your voice. But most importantly, you have to have a good, clean voice. That's the biggest thing. If you don't have that, no matter how good your football knowledge is, I'm afraid you will never make it as a commentator. So the voice is crucial. That's why we commentators, and I don't speak for myself only, I speak for others also, we do take good care of our voices. Cross coming in for Karnataka. That's Vishnu Prasad with a clean take there. And he falls down on the ground there, wasting a little bit of time there by Vishnu Prasad already inside the first 15 minutes. And Isaac Vinod, well, apart from the voice and the modulation, you have to have composure. Of course, when you're it's not an easy job. You have to talk, remember, for nearly 95 to 100 minutes. It's not a simple job, it's not an easy job. And of course, you have to have your football knowledge, you have to have knowledge of tactics, knowledge of the players, knowledge of the teams, of the history of the competition. You know, the knowledge comes second. If you have the knowledge but you don't have the voice for it, then I'm afraid it's never going to happen if you don't have the pronunciation, the voice, the modulation. If you have, the voice, but you don't have the knowledge, you can work on your knowledge. You can read on, you can learn about football, but the voice, you're either born with it or you're not. So that's one of the biggest things, modulation of the voice. And of course, keeping everyone as entertained as possible. That's number 6 there. The captain, Sunil Kumar, for Karnataka. 15 minutes and a half gone in this match. Still 0-0. Deepak Xavier is asking how many Karnataka players playing in the Karnataka team. Well, to be very frank with you, Deepak, I am not 100% sure. I cannot comment. I know there are a few players from up north like Harpreet Singh and Jagmeet Singh and so forth. But I don't know how many players specifically from Karnataka are playing in this Karnataka team. All I know is that the league system in Karnataka is very strong, so they have a big selection of players to choose from. I don't know specifically how many of them are from Karnataka and how many are not. That's number 9, Kotikela. Cuts back inside, plays the ball to the edge of the box, cleared away by Andhra Pradesh. A shot coming in! Good save by Vishnu Prasad! Oh! Offside! Offside! Kotikela was offside there. Was he? Was he not? Well, first moment of contention in the game. Hopefully we can get a replay of that. But that was a good save by Vishnu Prasad initially from that shot from outside the box. Again, talking about goalkeepers, when you palm the ball, make sure you palm the ball to the side, to the wing, so that you don't, leave the ball hanging in the middle of the pitch. Doesn't cause any problems for the defense. So that was good goalkeeping there by Vishnu Prasad. Vishnu Shaji is just giving us some insight as to the Karnataka team. 6 players and the coach are from Kerala. Well, there you go. 6 players and the coach are from Kerala. Of course, like I said, you don't have to be from the state to play for the state. But Karnataka this season look like a very, very serious team, eh? They look like a very decent team. Still have to wait to see them break the deadlock in this match. But they look like the team to beat so far in this South Division Group A. Ball is now with the goalkeeper Krishnamurti, who lays it off to Robin Yadav. Robin Yadav running with the ball, looking for that diagonal pass there for number 11, Ankit. Ball is recovered there by Karnataka. Of course, if you just joined us now, Karnataka in yellow and maroon and Andhra Pradesh in blue. And so far, it's been all Karnataka. Here they come once again. Chance for Kamalesh! That ball goes over the bar. Vishnu Prasad maybe had it covered. But it would be interesting to see that replay of that offside goal, or as we like to call it, goffside, you know. So it would be interesting to see whether we can see a replay of that, just to see whether or not we can see whether it was offside or not. But the physio for Andhra Pradesh is coming on once again. Satish Dhanaraj is asking how many teenagers are in the Tamil Nadu side. Well, that I can answer you. In the starting lineup, they have two under 21 players, and Andhra Pradesh have also got two under 21 players. Actually, they have three. So Andhra Pradesh have three under 21 players, and Karnataka have two representing the state. So I hope that answers your question. Manikandan is asking an opinion on number 8, Karnataka Solai Malai. He's playing his fifth tournament for Karnataka. Malai, well, haven't really seen much of him, to be honest. Haven't really seen much of him. Still need to see him in this game and the following game against Telangana on Saturday. But he looks like a decent prospect. He looks like a decent player. This Karnataka side looks like a decent team, to be honest. Looks like a very well organized, well drilled, well disciplined squad. So yeah, I mean, like I said, they are favorites for this game. But the longer this goes, the longer this goes 0-0, the longer this stays 0-0, the better it is for Andhra Pradesh. Free kick there for Karnataka. So it was a foul there committed on the Karnataka winger. So yeah, the longer this stays at 0-0, the longer this remains like this, Andhra Pradesh, the confidence will be skyrocketing as every minute goes by. You know, thinking to themselves, well, you know what, we have what it takes. We have what it takes to compete against Karnataka. So so far for the men in blue, so good. I mean, they have conceded a few good chances that Karnataka have not taken, but well, as long as it remains 0-0, the game is pretty much on a knife's edge. Cross comes in for Karnataka. Ball recovered there. That's Robin Yadav with a nice ball. Cross coming in by Yadav. And Vishnu Prasad with a clean take. Kaushik Sesh asking, what do you think about Ankit's performance as he's playing his first Santosh trophy and youngest guy in the squad? Well, like I said, Ankit, number 11 for Karnataka. Same answer like I said to the person before you, Kaushik, with regards to Malai. Same for Ankit. I haven't really had the time to see him all that much. Once I do, though, I'll be able to tell you. It's a nice run there by Andhra Pradesh. Soul for Life asking for the Andhra Pradesh captain's name. It's Tarun Kumar, number 4. Now, chance for Karnataka to break. Good run here, good pace, cuts back inside. Oh, that was a good chance there for Karnataka. Blazes the ball over. I think that was, well, not sure who it was, but it was another decent chance. Guru Prasad is asking who won the morning match between Uttar Pradesh and Jammu and Kashmir. We're not covering those games, unfortunately. We're only here in the South Zone right now, so I'm the wrong person to ask, really. Andhra Pradesh keeping the lid tight at the back here. It's a good ball now, looking for Kotikela. Cuts it inside. Decent defending once again by Andhra Pradesh. Keeping a tight game here, playing a tight match of football, Andhra Pradesh. Well, ball is with Kamlesh for Karnataka. Crosses in field. Cleared away by the men in blue. That's Robin Yadav there, number 4. Back again with the goal with Robin Yadav. Plays it back to his centre-back partner there. Nice ball in field. It's going to be a free kick for Karnataka. So Prem Neymar Jr. is asking, can you tell me the Andhra Pradesh playing 11 names? Well, sure I can. Vishnu Prasad in goal, Ranat, Gosula, Tarun Kumar the captain, Manikanta, Pavan Kumar, Krishna, Kanakaraju, Sohan, Teja and Deepak. Those are the starting 11 for this particular game for Andhra Pradesh. Cross comes in there. Easily intercepted. By Andhra Pradesh, and now, well, Sharat, apparently, none of them are from Karnataka, I think. I'm not 100% sure. I'll have to ask about that later on. Long ball upfield there by Karnataka once again. Sohan Podo is asking Sohan from Bengal, well, son, you're not playing here today, son. You're here listening to daddy once again. So make sure you learn a few things here, Sohan. Much love to you, my friend. All the way from Bangalore. Manikandan, yep, I'm well aware that he has created 4 major chances in the last 10 minutes for Karnataka. And of course, that's the job of a midfielder. It's the job of a creative midfielder, of course. There are different types of midfielders. There are midfielders that are holding midfielders like Jorginho, N'Golo Kante. You know, there is Fabinho for Liverpool, Nemanja Matic, and so forth. Then there is more box-to-box midfielders like Donny van de Beek. You have midfielders like Henderson, Wijnaldum when he was at Liverpool, now at PSG. You know, Busquets obviously is an anchor role position, so as a defensive midfielder. You know, Frankie de Jong is a box-to-box midfielder. So there are like 4 or 5 different variants of midfielders. Then there is the roaming playmakers where, like, you know, they don't really defend much, but they're more attacking sense, and they are the ones dictating the tempo of the game. So there are lots of different roles in that midfield position, which of course, you know, makes a midfield position a very interesting one. Ball is with Andhra Pradesh now. 28 minutes gone, still deadlocked here. That's a decent ball there for Andhra Pradesh. Cuts back inside. Ball is bobbling there. Waisuddin Sheikh. Like my accent, where did I pick it up from? Well, I'm not from India, my friend. So this is my natural accent. So where did I pick my accent from? Well, This is who I am. This is my accent. This is the way I speak English. There's no other way around it, my friend. Thanks for the jokes. Thanks for making me laugh, guys. Like I said, it's always a pleasure being here with you guys um, at Sportscast India, of course, the home of the Santosh Trophy for this South Zone. It's a fantastic event, 75th edition of the Santosh Trophy happening here in Bangalore. So it is, of course, a fantastic occasion being here with you guys. Raj Sunar is asking where I'm from. Well, I am from Gibraltar. That's a tiny, tiny speck of land, just 3.5 square miles in the southern tip of Spain, border with Spain. Just a walking distance from my home to Spain. I can just walk, literally walk, and 10 minutes I'm there. You have to cross a border, you have to cross the airport, you have to cross a border, you have to show your passports or your identity cards, and then you're in Spain. 3 hours and a half away by car from Portugal also. That ball by Andhra Pradesh in the box, causing all kinds of danger there for Karnataka. And the ball goes out of play. Ball is with Karnataka once again. If you're just joining us now, Karnataka in maroon and yellow, and Andhra Pradesh in blue. SEC account. Is it valid to say Henderson is a bigger legend than Gerrard? No, stop there. Stop there, stop there, stop there. You can't compare Henderson to Gerrard. Of course Henderson will leave Liverpool when he does retire as a Liverpool legend. He's been the captain, won the Champions League, same as Gerrard, who won the Champions League. He's won the league, something Gerrard couldn't do. But look at the team Gerrard had. Gerrard was literally carrying that team in the late 2000s, early parts of last decade or so. You had players like Voronin, Dirgiakos, Jovanovic, Neil Mellor, for crying out loud. Gerrard was carrying that team on his back for more than 15 years. So, Henderson has Salah, Mane, Firmino, Fabinho, Wijnaldum, Alisson in goal. We had Jersey Dudek back when Gerrard was playing. Sander Westerveld, Pepe Reina. So you can't compare both of them, please. Please, please, please. Henderson has a squad around him that makes his job a bit easier. Gerrard was playing alongside Steve Finnan. You can't compare one or the other. You can't compare one on the other. It's like comparing, uh, it's like comparing chalk and cheese. You really can't compare that. Kokila Satish is asking why is Kerala not part of the South Zone. They are. It's Group B, South Zone Group B, which will happen next week. And we will probably have that also live here on Sportscast India. So do stay tuned. As the ball is with Andhra Pradesh there. Now back with Karnataka. Slipped there by the fullback from Andhra Pradesh, and Karnataka in a dangerous zone here. Cuts the ball back. Karnataka with a chance. Cleared away by Andhra Pradesh. Good defensive, solid, stout display so far by Andhra Pradesh, keeping a tight lid on the game and hitting Karnataka on the counter-attack where it really, really, really hurts. That's going to be a corner kick, so there you go. Andhra Pradesh on the counter-attack. Now have a corner kick. Gautam Craze is asking why the match is not happening under floodlights. This time players will get dehydrated soon. Well, these are the timings that we have, 11:30 and 3:30. To be honest, it's not really hot here today. It's actually 23 degrees here in Karnataka, in Bangalore. So it's a very pleasant afternoon to play football. Very pleasant. And you can see the corner flag there waving. There's a 10-kilometer, 11-kilometer wind rush. So it's not that hot. Corner coming in for Andhra Pradesh. These are the moments that Andhra Pradesh have to really take control of when they have set pieces in dangerous areas. Although that was unfortunately cleared away there by Karnataka. But like I said, it's not hot at all. It's 24 degrees, which for Indian conditions is pretty reasonable. It's pretty nice, to be fair, playing at this weather. I played in this weather before. I played in weather 30 degrees and above. And you know, Manik Andan is asking McTominay, Fred, or Van de Beek any time of the week. What he brings to the team, well, he hasn't played for a year and a half nearly regularly, Van de Beek. It's a bit of a shame because when he was at Ajax, he was one of the better players in Europe. Van de Beek, Ziyech, they had a cracking team that competition. The Ligt and goal in defense, Onana in goal. So they had a very good team. They reached the semis against Spurs, didn't they? So Van de Beek for sure. That would be my pick. But guys, let's try and keep the conversation flowing around this particular game, around Indian football. I don't mind talking about international football, but let's try and keep it to this Santosh Trophy game. Let's try and keep it to Indian football in general because obviously there's a lot of things to talk about Indian football. The physio is on there for Andhra Pradesh once again. Chatyal Turu is saying thank you for the broadcast. Well, thank you, Chatyal, for tuning in and for being here with you guys and for supporting Sportscast India, of course, the home of the Santosh Trophy, home of the Delhi Premier League, home of Bangalore Super Division, home of Madhya Pradesh, Kerala, home of Rajasthan. Well, you name it, we have it. For the past 3 or 4 months, it's been actually non-stop here. And as we finish this round of the Karnataka Santosh Trophy here, we'll be going back to the Bangalore Super Division and we'll be having the Santosh Trophy also live from Kerala. So we'll be doing all these things here on Sportscast India. Aswin07 asking the name of the referee. Well, the referee today is Sri Kumar Narayana Pilau, the assistant referee Sunil Kumar J, Sanjay ES, and the fourth official Thomas Melvin Parapayalil, and the match commissioner Senthil Kumaran, and the referee assessor Francisco Fernandez. Well, what a name. Love that name, really. Cracking name there, Francisco Fernandez. Ball is back with Vishnu Prasad. SEC account is saying Andhra Pradesh need to capitalize on the counters and nick a goal. Don't think they can hold the fort for Karnataka. Decide to turn it on the second half. I agree with you, but look, so far, so good for the men in blue, Andhra Pradesh. They are holding their own against a much stronger side in Karnataka. And, well, Shesha Shwarup is asking about the tactics, the tactical strategy from both of these sides. Well, for Karnataka, it's more, how shall I say? They're keeping the ball better. It's more short passing. It's a bit more mixed. You see, they have this intertwining passing going on, and it's a very interesting approach. They of course are controlling the lion's share of possession, and like you said, Gautam Craze is saying actually Rohit Yadav, Robin Yadav, number 4. He is the one with the long diagonal passes, and every time I see him, he makes a similar pass, Robin Yadav, and he's mixing it up to the right and to the left. He reminds me a lot, those passes in particular, remind me a lot of what Van Dijk does. There you go again, Robin Yadav with another decent ball there. That's fantastic play by Robin Yadav. For me, the standout defender so far, here for Karnataka, Robin Yadav with his distribution has been key at the back. Perhaps Andhra Pradesh, what they need to do to counteract that is try and press number 4, Robin Yadav, because Harpreet Singh, number 3, the other centre-back, is not that great at passing the ball out from the back. Robin Yadav is the key guy for Karnataka in distributing the ball out from the back. So the goalkeeper plays the ball out to Robin Yadav and so forth. So basically, if I was the Andhra Pradesh coach, I would be telling my striker, press on number 4, nag Robin Yarda, because if you take away that distribution outlet for Karnataka, they look a bit, a bit bare bone, to be honest. Off topic, Joel. What happens to Dortmund team in UCL this season? They're out. Yep. Well, they have a lot of injuries. They have a lot of COVID-related problems. Same as Bayern Munich. They have a lot of injuries, a lot of COVID issues. Right now in Germany, I think they're going through the 4th or 5th wave of COVID. It's striking them very bad. So a lot of players are stricken now with COVID. Dortmund are playing with a lot of reserve players, not their starting lineup. So perhaps that is a reason why they're struggling this season in the Champions League. Anvesh Nani, my favorite player, always Steven Gerrard. Manikandan is asking, even though I'm a commentator, deep in your mind, which team you're supporting now? None of them. I mean, I just want the best team to win. A long ball forward there. The goalkeeper makes a hash of it. Oh, cleared off the line. No. What's happening here? What's happened? Is it a goal? Is it a foul? Is it a bird? Is it a plane? It's definitely not Superman. What happened there? Well, the minute we know what happened there, I think it was either an offside or a free kick given in favor of Andhra Pradesh. Not 100% sure what that was. But nevertheless, that was a good chance there for Karnataka to take the lead in this game. But the referee ruled it out. Now it's Andhra Pradesh. Now it's number 23, Teja. Dribbling and dancing with his dancing shoes there, Teja. Number 7, Pavan Kumar. Teja battling for the ball. And, we're nearing the halftime interval here. Just 4 minutes plus whatever the referee wants to add on. I don't envisage it's going to be more than 1 or 2 minutes. But so far, so good for Andhra Pradesh. They are the underdogs in this match, but they are holding their own against a much stronger opposition in Karnataka. Of course, if you just joined us now, Andhra Pradesh in sky blue and Karnataka in maroon and yellow. Rahul Kumar is insinuating that the broadcasting or production team is sleeping. Well, I wouldn't put it past them, to be honest. Nah, just kidding, guys. That's a nice ball there for Karnataka. In the box, Kotikela cuts inside, lays it off. Chance! Blocked by Andhra Pradesh. That was another good moment there for Karnataka. And it's going to be a throw-in for the men in maroon and yellow. Karnataka, of course, the strong favourites in this match in this South Zone Group A. We're going to have the Group B South Zone next week in Kerala. So make sure you do stay tuned with us for that. Another long diagonal ball there. That's a good control there by Malai, number 8, who has kind of disappeared in the last 15-20 minutes of this game. That was Malai there with some good distribution. Another long ball, but this time finds Vishnu Prasad in the Andhra Pradesh goal. And so far, so good for the men in sky blue, 0-0 here. Deadlocked in this particular game between both of these sides. I'm not going to say this at the very beginning, but pretty evenly matched teams so far. Well, that would be unfair for Karnataka. They are the better side. But credit where credit is due, and Andhra Pradesh are defending stoically, just like Leonidas and those 300 Spartans against the onrushing Persians. I do like myself a little bit of history. Here is Kamalesh now, dribbling. Kamalesh cuts the ball inside, cleared away once again by Andhra Pradesh. Out for a throw-in. Anvesh Nani is saying, you're so good and so patient giving reply to all the comments. Well, trust me, not everyone can do this. Oh, ball gets played again into the box, and that's going to be A free kick there for Andhra Pradesh. You know, whenever I do my commentary stints here on Sportscast India, especially, I do like to be talking with the fans and discussing football and talking to you guys because look, if there my thought process is very simple. There are no fans in the stadium right now because of COVID regulations. I don't completely understand it because then you go and you watch the cricket on TV and you have 50,000 people flocking the stadiums. But hey, that's not my job to judge, right? But if there are no fans allowed in the stadium for whatever reason they want to give us, I want to, as a commentator, my job, apart from telling and talking to you guys about the game, apart from telling you the story of the game, how it's unfolding and developing, my job is to try and keep you guys as entertained and as engaged as possible. That is the way I see this. So, guys, keep the conversation on our YouTube chat flowing. We are nearing the halftime interval. I will be needing a 10 to 12 minute break from that. But yes, the next match is at 3:30 between Telangana and Tamil Nadu. That's going to be also live here on Sportscast India, alongside myself, yours truly. Ball once again for Andhra Pradesh, long shot. I think that's a first save made by Krishnamurti there for Karnataka. Suhas Espai. Well, I've been here for the past 5 years. I kind of know how things work already. A lot of people look to the side when these things happen. I call things by what they are. I call a spade, a spoon a spoon. Whether you like it or you don't, the facts are always going to be the facts. How can you allow cricket to be going on with 50, 60,000 people all around India, and then you have competitions like this one without any fans, the Bangalore Super Div without any fans, then you have the ISL being held in a centralized area without any fans. It's it just it it's unexplainable for me. Why do they allow that for cricket, but they can't allow a few thousand to watch the games here? I mean, if you watch the game, the ground is jam packed with people without masks and just going around their business. Hey, look, as long as you're vaccinated, by all means, come into the ground. That's my take on it, at least. And I do hope the administrators change the idea and we are allowed fans into the ground because it's a shame that we're going through this historical tournament without any support from the fans. Nevertheless, no fans in the ground. We have you covered here at Sportscast India, bringing you all the games from the South Zone Group A, live here from the Bangalore Stadium. Andhra Pradesh defending solidly here. Some people might call it parking the bus. I call it defending really well. And that is part of the football game. You attack, you defend. When you defend really well, you always have a chance to come out on top. So we have 5 minutes of added on time. I don't know where the referees got that from. As you say in Spanish, será sacado del sobaco. So the next match will be happening at 3:30 between Telangana and Tamil Nadu. Ball is with Karnataka here once again. SEC account, well, there you go. You have answered my own question. There you go. It's what it is, unfortunately. Karnataka are in possession here. Nice run down the wing. Cross cut back. Chance for Karnataka! Blocked once again by Andhra Pradesh. Like I said, defending really solidly, really well here today against this Karnataka side. Andhra Pradesh playing some decent stuff here. Defending like heroes, like warriors. At the end of the day, that is all that matters so far for the men in blue. Like I said at the very beginning of the game, if they can keep it tight at the back for the first half, and then maybe they can push and open themselves up in the second a little bit more, well, that is maybe the game plan for Andhra Pradesh. It was also the game plan for Tamil Nadu, but Karnataka scored in the first few minutes, and that was the game plan undone already. So just a minute left in this first half, folks, between Andhra Pradesh and Karnataka. Still deadlock, still nil-nil. Yep, Andhra Pradesh team tactics very clear. Defend, hit the long ball. Well, that's also football. Ask Jose Mourinho. I remember Internazionale playing against Barcelona in 2010-11 in the semi-finals. And that's how Jose Mourinho played. 5 at the back, 4 in the midfield, and Diego Milito up front, running like a crazy guy. And they won the game 3-1. There you go, hitting them on the counter attack. That's how football is. You play to your strengths. You might know that the opposition is stronger when it comes down to the attack. So you have to say, okay, guys, we're going to defend solidly. We're going to keep it tight at the back and try and hit them on the counter. That's also a perfectly reasonable way of playing football. Ball with Andhra Pradesh now, nearly at the end of this first half. Referee looks at his watch, and there we have it. First half is over. Guys, 0-0 between Andhra Pradesh and Karnataka. Do join us back in the next 10 to 12 minutes for the second half game between Andhra Pradesh and Karnataka, live from the Bangalore Stadium. Live, of course, on Sportscast India, the home of the Santosh Trophy. Ball is with Karnataka now for a throw-in. Ball is back with the defenders there. Robin Yadav. Cross coming in. Well, guys, I do apologize for the lack of commentary for the first 3 or 4 minutes. It does seem there was some technical issues in the commentary box, but it looks like everything has been finally resolved here. So we are back live for this game. The first 5 minutes, like I said, and I emphasize it again, I do apologize on my behalf and Sportscast India's behalf for the lack of commentary for the first 3 minutes. We had a little technical issue with regards to the commentary box here live in Bangalore, in the Bangalore Stadium, cleared away by Andhra Pradesh. Good defending by the men in blue, still holding their own very much in this game against Karnataka. The behemoths, the mammoths, the big time boys in this South Zone Group A. Karnataka, of course, have won the tournament, I believe, 4 times. Chance for Karnataka once again. Shot coming in. Goes wide. Goes wide. Goes wide. It's always good to have people missing you when you're not doing the commentary. Thank you very much for that, guys. Puts a smile on my face. The match is entertaining, nevertheless. But I just want to make it a little bit more entertaining for you guys. That, at the end of the day, is my job. To keep you guys engaged here with us at Sportscast India. To keeping you guys coming back time and time again to watch Indian football here live in Sportscast India's YouTube channel. If you're joining us now, well, Karnataka in maroon and yellow, Andhra Pradesh in sky blue. That ball there, nice clearance there by the goalkeeper, who came out there in his role as a sweeper keeper, Vishnu Prasad. Again, another role that is completely misunderstood today's. Sweeper keepers, of course, when you play a high line, the sweeper keeper is invaluable to your tactics, to your style, to your formation, because he has to be on the edge of the box, ready to pounce on any through balls. Exponents of this, well, you have the likes of Ederson, you have the likes of Alisson, you have the likes of Marc-Andre ter Stegen. Those are key exponents of this kind of keeping. Different kind of keepers, Thibaut Courtois, Jan Oblak. They are very good shot stoppers, very good command of their area, but not particularly blessed with good passing skills. Like, for example, Manuel Neuer, like ter Stegen, like Alisson, like Ederson, and so forth. So there's 2 different types of goalkeepers. The goalkeeper that usually stays in his box, commands his box, makes great saves also. Nothing wrong with that. And the kind of keeper that is a bit more adventurous, likes to go out, and plays the ball with his feet, and so forth. So, 0-0 here, guys. Andhra Pradesh 0, Karnataka 0. Tight game so far. Andhra Pradesh, of course, in sky blue and white. Karnataka in yellow and maroon. Nice jersey, to be honest, by the Karnataka team. Although they are running out of time here. Now it's time for them to get a little bit of nerves starting to creep into the Karnataka game plan. Yep, Chandan Naidu, Edward Mendy, of course, is one of those keepers that stays in his box, is not a sweeper keeper. So there are 2 kinds of keepers, and depending on the keeper that you have, is a style of play that you can play out from the back. If, for example, Barcelona had Oblak or so forth, they would not be able to start play from the back. That's why the keepers that Barcelona have in the past maybe 10 years, Victor Valdés, sweeper keeper, Claudio Bravo, sweeper keeper, Marc-Andre ter Stegen, sweeper keeper. It goes in sync with the style of play that you want. You always start with a goalkeeper. If you want to play a high line, but you don't have a super keeper that can play in that position, then you're going to struggle. You are going to struggle. Look at Chelsea, they defend deep. Look at Atletico Madrid, defend deep. Real Madrid, defend deep and hit on the counter attack. Andhra Pradesh. So those are the two kinds of different kinds of goalkeepers that you can see. Thank you very much, Chandan Nadu, for the mention there of Edward Mendy. Um, another, I don't think it's going to be a free kick, but yeah, John Peter was arguing there with the referee. There's a clash there, a clash inside the box. So, guys, hashtag ask the commentator. If you have any queries, anything you want to talk about regarding football, not just in the world circle, but of course India. Very important to discuss about football in India to try and raise the level here, try and raise the love for the sport here in this beautiful country that is India. Been here for the past 5.5 years already, and have to say, loved absolutely every minute of it so far here in India. It is a fantastic, beautiful country. Ball is with number 3 there, Harpreet Singh, the player from the north of India there. You see, he's not the same as Robin Yadav. Like I said before, I think Andhra Pradesh need to put pressure on Robin Yadav, number 4 there, because he is the defender that has the better passing skills. You see there, Harpreet Singh, he's not a ball-playing defender. He's more of a no-nonsense centre-back. The ball is recovered though by Karnataka. Plays the ball back and that ball is sliced. Good defending there by Andhra Pradesh. Once again, how many times have I said it so far? Good defending by Andhra Pradesh. Really, really, really good play today by the men in blue, completely forgetting their disastrous performance against Telangana. They lost 4-0. Long throw coming up for Karnataka. The Karnataka goalkeeper name is Krishnamurti, and that is hoofed away by Andhra Pradesh. 56 minutes gone in this game. Still deadlocked. The longer this remains deadlocked at 0-0, is going to be a very, very, very tense moment especially for Karnataka. Deyas Achar is asking a very interesting question. Hashtag ask the commentator. India playing Brazil women's tomorrow morning at 6:30 a.m. Yes, indeed. India's chance of qualifying for Women's World Cup very high. Your thoughts? Well, let me just put it this way. They have better chance of qualifying for the World Cup than the men will ever have. That's the truth. Indian football, the women's football at least, is performing really well. You know, they just Gokulam Kerala just competed in the Women's Champions League, and they played 3 games against the Jordan team, against Iran, and against Bunyodkor from Uzbekistan. They beat Bunyodkor by 3-1. They lost against the Iran team in the last few minutes of the game when they had Aditi Chauhan sent off for what was a pretty dangerous tackle, has to be said. And they lost against the Jordan team 2-1 also for the same reason. So I really think that the Indian women's team, and like I said, most of the Indian women playing in Gokulam Kerala play for the national team also. So I really think that the Indian women's team have a very good chance of making it to the World Cup, performing really good. These 3 games in Brazil now in Manaus, in the rainforest, basically. Manaus is in the rainforest, literally in the rainforest. There are no roads connecting to Manaus. It's just a plane ride and a boat ride through the Amazon rainforest. You know, so it's crazy. Manaus is crazy humid, crazy hot. Something the Indian women will be used to playing from India. So who knows? India against Brazil, against Chile, and against Venezuela, I believe, right? So let's see what happens. I really hope, I really wish that they can pull up some sneaky upsets in that 3-14 tournament that they're going to have in Manaus in Brazil. As now Andhra Pradesh, 2 players are down on the ground. GNS Sports is asking, don't you think long pass or... Well, he just deleted that. Shame. I was just about to answer that. Enosh CR7 is saying, in the women, best of luck, make our country proud. I really, really do hope that they can upset the apple cart there in Manaus. Like I said, a very interesting city, Manaus. No roads leading into the city, just flights or a boat ride in the Amazon River. So, very humid, very hot, Manaus. Against Brazil today at 6:30 in the morning. All the best of luck for the Indian women's side because they're going to need it. Brazil, well, one tough cookie to crack, isn't it? So, Andhra Pradesh, taking a little bit of time out here. Well, GNS Sports, thank you very much for rewriting that question once again. Don't you think long passes, long balls can work only with a team who defends high line? Yep, I agree with you. The long passes usually work really well when you play against a team with a high line. When teams like Andhra Pradesh are defending deep, you really want to play balls like this. Nicely threaded ball there, but unfortunately couldn't control it. So yes, I completely agree with you, GNS Sports there on our YouTube channel. I think Karnataka are missing a trick here by trying to play long balls against a very, very good defense lineup today and a defense that is very deep. Another long ball there by Harpreet Singh. This time goes out. Like I said, Harpreet Singh does not have the passing quality that Robin Yadav has. So, well, I think Karnataka are indeed missing a trick here. I really, really, really do. Waizuddin Sheikh is asking me about the yesterday's penalty incident. Well, look, let me be honest with you. All right? Let me be honest with you. If Sunil Chetri misses the penalty, which he did, and one of the players from Bengaluru is encroaching, that's it. It's done. He missed the penalty. He was encroaching. Goal doesn't count because he was encroaching. So the referee actually made the right decision. If the player is encroaching and he misses the penalty and he's encroaching, well, he shouldn't have scored. He shouldn't have counted. Although we did see a similar incident in the game between Watford and Man United, where the Watford player Ismail Assar, well, chance for Karnataka. Wait a second here. Shot coming in goes high and wide. The Watford player Ismail Assar missed the penalty. De Gea saved. Kiko Femenia hit the rebound into the top corner, and he was encroaching. But the difference was that Aaron Wan-Bissaka was also encroaching. So there were two players encroaching from opposite sides. So the penalty has to be retaken. Now, the rules clearly state if two players from the same side are encroaching, referee sees this, they miss the penalty and so forth, penalty has to be retaken. If he is encroaching and it's just the player from the same team that's taken the penalty kick, then the penalty is missed. Understand? I hope that makes a difference. If he misses the penalty and the encroachment comes from the defending team, penalty must be retaken again. So the question is whether, just like in the Man United against Watford game, both players, the Bengaluru and Odisha sides, were encroaching. If they were, then the referee made a mistake. If they weren't, then it was a right call by the referee. So I didn't see the penalty kick yesterday, but that is my understanding of that rule. Especially, I was a referee back home also for 2 years, both futsal and 11-a-side. So that is my understanding of that particular rule. Why is it in shake? The rules are the same. So if both players are encroaching and they score the goal, the rebound is scored, penalty must be retaken. If the attacking team is encroaching and they miss, penalty is missed because there's no advantage given. If there is an encroachment from the defending side and they miss, the penalty is retaken again. So that is as as simple as it is. 65 minutes gone in this game. 0-0 between Andhra Pradesh and Karnataka. It's 1 o'clock here. Well, the Santosh Trophy, of course, is a tournament held yearly by all the states in India, 31, 32 states. Cross coming in by Karnataka from post. Again, good defending by Andhra Pradesh. They are playing really well here. This is not a club tournament. This is a state v state. So imagine, different states of India playing against the different states. So this is how this particularly works. That cross there by number 4 there, Robin Yadav goes away. Sandeep Nanda saying, can we have some commentary on this match? Of course, my friend. That's what we've been doing for the past 66 minutes. Of course, when there's a bit of a lull in the match like we've had for the past 4 or 5 minutes, when there's players down and injured, we do, of course, talk about different subjects about Indian football. That's how we do things. If you don't like it, well, there's always a mute button. You can just see the game and not listen to what we have to talk about. Guys, Andhra Pradesh nil, Karnataka nil. So far, Andhra Pradesh defending deep, defending really well here. Free kick for Andhra Pradesh. Still deadlocked in this particular game. 0-0. So, guys, if you're just joining us now, Andhra Pradesh in light blue, Karnataka in maroon and yellow. Ball is in the box there for Andhra Pradesh. Adash William de Souza is saying Andhra Pradesh playing really well. Well, I agree with you. I mean, they were the underdogs in this particular game, but they've really played today like true warriors. They really have defended really well, and it will be a shame if now they concede a goal in the dying embers of this game as Vishnu Prasad there grabs that ball. Manishi Samuel is saying, "Oh no, please no." Peter Drury is like a god for us commentators. Please never, ever, ever compare myself to him. He is everything I want to be as a commentator. Of course, I listened to a lot of Spanish commentary also in my youth and in all my years. There's a very famous Spanish commentator who perished just a few years ago called Andres Montes. He was one of my heroes, to be honest. As number 12 coming on, number 14 comes off, Vignesh off, and number 12 comes on for Karnataka. Another Andhra Pradesh player is on the ground. Of course, clearly, I mean, look, they are defending for their lives here against the big boys of Karnataka, so they are going to employ some time wasting tactics, and that is perfectly normal. Every team does that, especially when it's tight, when it's still nil-nil, when they're drawing or when they're winning. Even the top clubs do that when they're under the cosh. So you really can't complain to Andhra Pradesh about this. Another player down. Physio coming on once again to take care of his player. Another cross coming in now, this time for Karnataka. Ball is with Karnataka, but Andhra Pradesh once again defending really well. Now, long ball there. This time, Vishnu Prasad with a good clearance there with his head. Like I said, the sweeper keeper being employed in Karnataka once again. Again, I have to state, such great tackling by Andhra Pradesh in this match. And that shot goes over the bar, but some really good defending by Andhra Pradesh. They are playing some very good football here. Has to be said. Defending really well. Solidly, stubbornly. And so far, doing it with really good composure. Cross coming in. Blocked once again by Andhra Pradesh. Another cross, this time Karnataka in the box! Oh, beautiful save by the keeper, and anywhere will do there for the defense. Oh, that was a beautiful save by Vishnu Prasad from Andhra Pradesh. Really good save there by Vishnu Prasad. Another long ball into the box. Cleared away by Andhra Pradesh. Ball is still in the box there for Karnataka. It's only a matter of time, you might feel, that Karnataka will be opening the scoring here. But Andhra Pradesh holding stoutly, resolutely, playing some very good defensive football here, Andhra Pradesh. Well, guys, Andhra Pradesh defending with all their players behind the ball there, but still nothing that Karnataka are able to do here today. And they were odds-on favorites, heavy favorites to win this game. But Andhra Pradesh, hard work, determination, a lot of stoicism in their defense, keeping everything shut at the back, tight. Vishnu Prasad, once again, the hero in that moment. It's going to be a throw-in now for Karnataka. The last 15 minutes here are going to be crucial for this Andhra Pradesh side. They are going to be under the cosh. They're under the weather here so far. Talking about the weather, very pleasant 24 degrees here in Bangalore. Not extremely hot. That's why we're playing at 11:30 and 3:30. This is not Kerala. This is not Lakswadweep. This is not Tamil Nadu. Karnataka, the weather is a little bit cooler, especially in Bangalore. Cross comes in for Karnataka once again. In the box, Andhra Pradesh defending for their lives, and that shot goes over the bar, but Karnataka can't seem to break this impenetrable wall that Andhra Pradesh, this impenetrable blue wall that Andhra Pradesh are holding on in this second half. GNS Sports is asking, what will the tactics to break this deep and well-drilled defense? Well, you have to build up the play from the back, but when you reach to the three-quarter line, you have to be quicker when you distribute the ball. I feel Karnataka are a bit slow in passing the ball upfield, and they're not getting enough bodies up there. They only have one striker in Koti Keller up front, and he's been outnumbered by 5 or 6 defenders. So, I would push up the fullbacks. There's number 8 there, Malai. I will push them up straight up, and I will just keep my 2 centre backs at the back, everyone else in the opposition territory. Because Andhra Pradesh, you see, they're creating no chances here. So I would just push everyone up. Long ball there by Harpreet Singh. Changes direction, orientation of the ball. Nice pass to the wing. Again, another super defense by Andhra Pradesh, who, at this moment in time, I have to be very honest with you guys, it would be utterly criminal if Karnataka score in this game. Karnataka bringing on number 16 for number 21, so Nishad is off, and number 16 has come on. Cross comes in for Karnataka, cleared away by Andhra Pradesh once again. So number 12 and number 16, Edwin Rosario has been brought on for Karnataka. Again, another good run. Cross coming in. Good defending once again. Oh my word. So Rosario, number 12, came on for Vignesh, number 14. And number 16, Crispin Cletus, has been brought on for number 21, Nishad. Andhra Pradesh still haven't made a sub. Why would you? Everyone is working their socks off here. And they know what they're doing. Here comes Karnataka again. Dinked ball into the box. This is number 4, Robin Yadav. He is offside. Bijoy Cletus. Wow, come on. Come on, Bijoy. He's clearly a family member, isn't he? Cletus. Crispin Cletus. What a cracking name that is. 78 minutes gone. 12 minutes left in the game. Ajitesh Anand saying the goalkeeper for Andhra Pradesh, Vishnu Prasad, is the man of the match. I agree with you, but I think even the centre-backs, the whole back line for Andhra Pradesh should be man of the match today. Men of the match, has to be said. And I agree once again, Karnataka is indeed very slow when it comes down to creating chances. They are not being very quick when it comes down to the three-quarter line here in this match. And that's where you have to be quick. Another cross coming in now for Karnataka in the box. Again, defended heroically by Andhra Pradesh. Kick the ball out anywhere will do for the men in blue. 11 minutes left, plus whatever the referee wants to add on in this particular game. It's been tense, it's been nerve-wracking. If you're a Karnataka fan, well, I'm pretty sure you are biting on your nails. If you're an Andhra Pradesh fan, I'm pretty sure you're pulling your hair, because this is nerve-wracking right now for both of these sides. Ball into the box, offside given there by the referee. Well, 0-0, 10 minutes left. Both of the fan bases here for Andhra Pradesh and Karnataka in a nerve-wracking situation here, deadlocked at 0-0. My question to you is, are we going to see a goal in the last 10 minutes of the game? Hashtag ask the commentator. Hashtag ask the commentator, and do let us know what you think. Whether there's going to be a goal in go into this match. The end of the game here, deadlocked at 0-0. Of course, a 0-0 result favors both Tamil Nadu and Telangana in a 3:30 game afterwards. And it really does leave the whole group wide open once again. My, Mr. American Pie. Come on, guys. Cracking game of football that we're watching here. You know, cracking game of football 0-0. I love these games. Such a tactical display there. Such an incredible defensive display by Andhra Pradesh. They're once again defending like absolute lions, like beasts. Absolutely riveting stuff here by the men in blue. Karnataka once again, ball in the box, but Vishnu Prasad takes his time, but gets the ball back. Long ball upfield. Karnataka now trying to raise the tempo here. Well, how much are they going to add in this game? Well, that's, I don't know, it's the referee. 5, 6 minutes, maybe 7, I don't know. Lots of stoppages in this match. Seems like the style for Andhra Pradesh is working here with all the stoppages and all the good defending that they're producing. It is really, really, really a match of different clashes here. A clash of different styles, sorry. Cross coming in, fight Karnataka, cleared away once again by Andhra Pradesh. Karnataka frustrated. Another long ball in field. This is where it starts to get really daunting now for Andhra Pradesh. They've held on for 83 minutes. Can they hold on for another 10, 12 minutes? If they do, they'll be taking a famous point back home. Number 10 is coming on. And there's another Andhra Pradesh player out as number 9, Kotikela, comes off. Kotikela hasn't really had much of an impact in this game today. But number 10, well, let's hope he does. If you're a Karnataka fan, of course. Number 10, Magesh Selva. Selva coming on for Karnataka. Still no subs for Andhra Pradesh. That is, well, it doesn't come as a surprise to me because they're defending so well that the coach really doesn't feel the need to make a change. Now Vishnu Prasad is also down, so of course the game can't continue without a goalkeeper. So he's going to be having to be checked on there by the physio. Physio for Andhra Pradesh is earning his salary today. Really is. So, we're here live in Sportscast India for this match between Andhra Pradesh and Karnataka. Still deadlocked, but it's been one of the most entertaining 0-0s I've had to cover so far in my career. Andhra Pradesh claps for them. Kudos to them for defending so heroically so far. Enosh CR7 is saying nice Andhra Pradesh time waste tactics. Well, it's football, guys. Come on, it is football, guys. It's how it works. It's how it is. You know, when you're the underdog, and believe me, I love an underdog story. When you're the underdog, you play to your strengths, and if your strengths are going to be to defend with 11 men for the 90 minutes and trying to hit them on the counter attack, this is how it is. You know, that's how it works. It doesn't really change anything of that. Subhajyoti Banerjee is saying, considering Bangalore Super Div is going on, all Karnataka players are in the midst of a football season while there's no such footballing action in Andhra, one should have thought it would have been a cakewalk for Karnataka. I agree with you guys. I agree with that statement completely. I came into this match thinking, well, Karnataka are the favourites. They're going to boss this game. But, and I have to emphasize it, I can't emphasize this enough, credit where credit is due to Andhra Pradesh, because they have defended like lions today and just let Karnataka take shots from 30, 35 yards. That was Harpreet Singh with a shot, because that is all that Karnataka can muster right now. Long balls and shots from distance, because that defense from Andhra Pradesh is so jam-packed, it's so tightly knit together that set pieces are perhaps their only way in. Oh, and that was a nice flick ball there in the front post. Ball is still with Karnataka though. Down the flank. Another cross comes in. Oh. Hard score 400. Yes, it is indeed. The Bangalore Super Div is paused because of this Santosh trophy. That's number 23, Kamalesh, with another long ball into the box. So, 3.5 minutes left. Wow. 0-0 here between Karnataka and Andhra Pradesh. This is going to be, a really shocking result if it stays like this. Karnataka, the big heavyweights in this group, heavyweights in this tournament. Tilak Sailan, yes, again I agree with you, but once you reach 87 minutes, the momentum is with you. If they haven't made a change yet, I doubt they'll make a change now. The momentum is with you. Adrenaline is pushing you through, is kicking you through. That cross comes in, and Vishnu Prasad with a nice punch upfield. Ball goes out of play there for a throw-in for Karnataka. So Tilak, believe me, I've gone through that moment before, through those motions before. Adrenaline just takes you through the last 5 minutes of the game. Right now, if they haven't made a sub, I doubt it very much. Andhra Pradesh will make a sub in the last 5 minutes of the game. Unless, of course, they concede. Here comes Andhra Pradesh now on the counter-attack. Imagine if they sneak a win here. If he plays the ball in the middle, he's there, he's through. Oh, he took so long. If he played the ball into the middle before, he would have been through, you know. Oh, Karnataka was stretched there. Oh, my word. Oh, no. Oh, it's the post. Oh, goal kick. The goalkeeper, Vishnu Prasad, with a howler. And that hits the goal post. The base of the post there, Vishnu Prasad counting his blessings, praying to whatever God he believes in, because, oh my word, that was the chance for Karnataka, hitting the base of the post. Oh my God, what an opportunity that was for Karnataka there. My word, what a chance for Karnataka. Oh, in the last minute of the game, if that goes in, curtains are over. The show is done, folks. Mr. Srichan is asking what is the current situation in the group. Well, if this stays the same, Karnataka will be top with 4 points. Telangana will be second with 3. Andhra Pradesh third with 1. And Tamil Nadu will be bottom. But of course, at 3:30, don't go anywhere, guys. Well, maybe you want to go for some lunch. At 3:30, we have Telangana and Tamil Nadu at 3:30. So, well, there you go. Oh, let's go 400. Why do you have to look at soccer way when you have me here with you guys? I am your soccer way. Ask me. I'll probably know about it. So Karnataka will be top with 4, Telangana with 3, Andhra Pradesh with 1, Tamil Nadu with 0. Another chance! Goal! Karnataka! 1-0 Kamalesh! This is cruel! So cruel on Andhra Pradesh. But those Karnataka fans can breathe a huge sigh of relief as Kamalesh makes it 1-0 for Karnataka. Oh my word. 90th minute. Heartbroken into 1,000 pieces. Andhra Pradesh. Oh my word. Oh, this is so cruel if you're an Andhra Pradesh fan. If you're an underdog fan, so cruel. But Karnataka, they've been knocking on the door, knocking on heaven's door. And finally, St. Peter answered the call, opened the door, and Karnataka are in heaven. 1-0 for the men in maroon and yellow. Andhra Pradesh, heartbroken, desolate. Imagine your girlfriend of 10 years leaving you for no reason. That is what Andhra Pradesh right now is feeling. Oh my word. Oh, I love this game, guys. I love football, and I'm pretty sure if you're watching this Santosh trophy with us, I'm pretty sure you love football also. You are a football fanatic. 1-0 for Karnataka. Kamalesh, the hero, as he squirmed that ball in between Vishnu Prasad's legs. Feel so sorry for those Andhra Pradesh players. I really do. Honestly, so damn sorry for them because they were defending like mammoths. They were defending like heroes. Wow. What a game of football. And now it's time for Karnataka to waste time, surely. Now you're going to see a reversal of what was happening before. But what a game we've had here today in the Santosh Trophy South Zone Group A. Kamalesh, the hero. Wow. What a game. Heartbreak for Andhra Pradesh. But Karnataka, well, have to be said, they deserved it, didn't they? Let's be honest here. They played the better football. They tested Vishnu Prasad in that goal for so longer. And Andhra Pradesh, well, they were so near, yet so far. Well, guys, just a few seconds left in this match. Karnataka leading courtesy of Kamalesh, 1-0. It has been a thrilling game of football. What a game. What a match. This is football at its finest, guys. Last minute goals. Don't you love them? Absolutely. Don't you absolutely love last minute goals, especially if it's your team scoring? You hate them if it's your team conceding, but that goal was scored, as is commonly known in the world of football, in Fergie time. 1-0 Karnataka. Kamalesh, the hero, for the men in maroon and yellow. And well, we're going to have Just a few more minutes left in this match. Andhra Pradesh now trying to come back into this game. Imagine they score an equalizer here. The roof will go over the top here. So just a few minutes left here. Karnataka 1, Andhra Pradesh 0. Kamalesh with the goal. Assist by Malai, number 8. Long ball there by Andhra Pradesh. Into the box. Flicked on. Easy there for the goalkeeper, Krishnamurti, who we haven't had a chance to talk much about him because he hasn't really done much because Andhra Pradesh have been non-existent going forward. But, the referee has had a look at his watch. That's number 23, Kamalesh. Ball is with Harpreet Singh. Now with number 12, Rosario. Andhra Pradesh not putting any pressure whatsoever on Karnataka. They look like a dejected group of players right now. So much effort, so much sweat and blood and toil put in that 90 minutes, all for it to end up blown away by Kamalesh. Karnataka defending now, keeping possession of the ball. That is another form of defending, really. Keeping possession of the ball. That's going to be a throw-in for Andhra Pradesh. Number 12 coming on. Well, it's all a little bit too late now, I'm afraid. Deja coming on, number 12 coming on, but it is a little bit too late for Andhra Pradesh. We're into the 6th minute of added-on time here. Karnataka now keeping possession away from the grasp of Andhra Pradesh, using their experience, using their knowledge, their know-how, just keeping the ball rolling, making it extremely complicated for Andhra Pradesh to get the ball back. Here comes Karnataka again. You have to give credit to Andhra Pradesh. They have defended like heroes today. And I feel really sorry for them for not being able to grind up a result. So Karnataka will go top with 6 and a +5 goal difference. Telangana against Tamil Nadu will be next at 3:30. This result means Andhra Pradesh will officially be eliminated from this Santosh trophy. 97 minutes gone in the game already. Referee looking at his watch. How many more minutes is he going to add? That's Vishnu Prasad there. I feel really sorry for him in particular because he's had a very good game of football today. And that is the end of the game, folks. Andhra Pradesh 0, Karnataka 1. A good last-minute victory for Karnataka. Heartbreak for Andhra Pradesh. They toiled so hard, battled for so much. Reminds me of that Linkin Park song. But in the end, it didn't really matter. There you go, guys. In the end, Andhra Pradesh, no matter how much work you put in, it didn't really matter because, wow. Football is a beautiful sport, but football can be cruel at times. And today, football has been cruel on Andhra Pradesh, sweet on Karnataka. Guys, it's been a pleasure being here with you folks. We will be back with you guys at 3:30. Telangana against Tamil Nadu. Do join us then. Till then, stay safe and God bless you.